On that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And now
up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon'
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set 50, plant.
55, right. Not here. Shoot. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Go.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yeah, let's go sandwich.
Now.
To throw, Young. Being chased out left. incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Kill.
Rock it. Hey, Haywood.
Watch Twitch.
Fight.
Young working out of the gun. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Hey, they're scared. Sling.
On 1st down, Dickerson. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Vick. They complete it to Hill. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Stenerud able to put this one through. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, Whitford on 4th turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Letting you know right now, you better bring it. Like 50.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 24, check 24.
Hey, Alpha.
Under 10.
Ready.
To throw is Young. To throw again. Escaping the pressure right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Mostert. They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 41 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Down and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the ready.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10.
Hey, zoom. Zoom.
Here's Steve Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Randy Moss, incomplete. He was covered by Deion Sanders.
Come on.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go. Go.
This is Mostert. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Down.
Young on third down. And he's got a man. It's T.O. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hey, lock it. Hey. Go. 5.
Here's Mostert. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Now Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup. Yards.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
60 outlaw.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Big grip.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Hey, echo. Ready.
From the gun, Steve Young. And it's caught. Touchdown. George Kittle there to make the grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check right, check right.
They'll try the left side. Dickerson.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
He's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another first down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Silver. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, defense.
They'll try to throw it here. Vick buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I wasn't doing my depth chart, bro. I was doing my mic. You talk a lot of mess, bro. You just play the game? Hey, I ain't talk no mess to you. Let's just enjoy the game. Can we do that?
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Now you're not talking. Yeah. Okay.
Here's Michael Vick. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts.
I get on here just to play, bro. It's not that serious.
This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll run it with Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Hey, switch gears.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Mark Andrews, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Our home team, 10.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he will have a touchdown. A big play there. Taking it in. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. The 20. And they are finally going to stop him, but what a return. All the way to the 10.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Time to go, night. Go.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Well timed there by Richard Sherman. A sack on the corner blitz.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? From the shotgun, it's Vick. Dancing to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. D4 able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Stenerud's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Check, 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 check. Check, check 43.
Hey!
Motion.
Get it!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
8-3. Small. Go.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Hang in range.
Go.
3rd and short yardage. Young forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready, ready.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Go, go. Time.
On first down, here's Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Matt Breida, 28 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
They'll take over.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 2nd and 7, Vick. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Johnson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're back now in KC. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Vick being chased out left. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Part Partner, we talked about this at halftime, but I don't think either one of us expected it to continue. Michael Vick has been bottled up in this game. This defense has done a fantastic job of containing his running ability.
It is so rare. They could never contain him back in the day. Remember 2006 when he set the single-season record with over 1,000 rushing yards. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Vick. Buying time to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown. Taysom Hill, 26 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Hayward.
Operating from the gun, Vick, and he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 2nd and 12, Young. Now he'll pull it down. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Down. 60 yours.
55 to Mike. Back to pass. Hey, check 20.
Rock it.
Shit.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's good for another 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Yep.
And they give this time to the tailback. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's Breida. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for the touchdown. Chris Johnson, 66 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
GG, bro. GG. Yeah.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining.
Has some smart plays in there. Some people stupid. They'll try to go.
Taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the 4th quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee.
A lot of scoring.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind?
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Dickerson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Here we go.
To throw, Vic. Gets this one to Hill. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now again, right side. Dickerson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go. Come on, Pittsburgh. 3
On 1st down, Dickerson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get. He's inside the 40. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Let's go now. Stop like the flag. 50.
Vic on the bootleg. On the move to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he connects with Ertz. 23 yards on the play.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always at the score, but until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
You better be afraid of me. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
From the 36, Vick. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's in.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the said era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad being pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And an alley to run. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 37 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
I'm going back to you. Check it back.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and those creases are really able to exploit right there.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. From the gun, Vick. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Vick readies to throw. Dancing to his left. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. To throw again on Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brandon Graham able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long. Now Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
On first down, Dickerson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
When people talk about versatility, they should go back and look at Ronnie Lott's entire career. At USC, an All-American safety. In the beginning time in his career in the NFL, an all-pro corner before switching back to safety to finish off a Hall of Fame career.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Chris Johnson, 33 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
First down and 10 yards to go.
258.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers have taken the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the...
He's got daylight. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. These two teams all tied after one. They'll run on first down. Jackson. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And now he's... And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fairly short kick, taken into 14 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious from both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On first down, Jackson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On second down, this is Jackson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 20, 10, and this will be a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, no, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
Keep playing hard.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but allow a run at that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On third down, Vick out of the gun. Out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Come on now, let's go.
The Packers take over first and 10.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Record.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Got him in. It's Harrison, complete. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. On first down, Rodgers. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man there to knock it away that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Touchdown! A great effort.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game...
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace Posse Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving a show, but can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass it the receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dumb play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set, ready, 70 ending. All day, every two, check, over.
First down, Vic. And his first pass is incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And right away, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, or in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get him into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Vic, this one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Play action now, Vic. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. The 20. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And touchdown. A great play there. 46 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points get the board. On third down, Vick. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game. And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Let's go, D.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion. So now here's third and 10.
Come on.
Vick now. Being chased now. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama. On second down now, it's Johnson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From the gun on third down. Vick, and a throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level you hit them, they go through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but you're down 3 scores already. You've got nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On third down, Vick. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mark 50, Mark 50, Mark 50. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long one.
They will indeed go for it. Vick. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Giants take over.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Go, go. 55 to Mike. Check. Vick, go.
Off the play fake, Vick. Now he's flushed out left. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go,
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Dickerson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Third and short yardage, Vic. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The Giants take over first and 10
We're gonna work
at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And an alley to run. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
all day, baby, all day. Buddy up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on third down. Vic finding Taysom Hill complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On first down, it's Johnson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 40-yard line.
On second down, Dickerson. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now again, right side, Dickerson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Vick, and that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this third quarter of play. So they bring out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20. So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have fighting to get back to the goal line, I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit. They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
You go tight. You go. You go tight.
They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss. Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession. And Vick's throw there, incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield? I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy. Here's Hill on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's Michael Vick. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing, Vick. And Ingram hauls it in. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. So would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Oh, were the Giants able to recover? Yes. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. On play action, Vick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check. Go.
Throwing again. Vick. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer, Mel Blount.
Hey, let's go. Interception. All day, baby. Let's get that.
Intercepted.
3 down.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Dickerson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He's brought down by Ryan Shazier. A 7-yard pickup.
So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way.
I'ma shine out, working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 22.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2.
On 2nd down now, Dickerson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, when some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
There. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Flushed out right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game, what were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone, but 4th and long, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. John Henderson, the big defensive tackle there on the stop.
2nd and 6 at the Jets' 43-yard
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A carry here for a one-time Jet. It's Chris Johnson. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
45.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. They complete it to Hill. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
A gain of 12 results in a first down.
Vick operating on first down. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
So that throw by Vick incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. On first down, Dickerson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Dickerson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. and they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken very short. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Vic to throw it. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. On first down, it's Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Vic. That one complete to Hill. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Rolling to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. I guess if you're going to run for it on 3rd down, not a bad idea to get behind your Hall of Fame left tackle there, Anthony Munoz.
He was so good, it was like a guard and a tackle was in the same body. You know, it was almost like they had an extra blocker at the line of scrimmage. Phenomenal player, and really prepped it well at USC, but they ran those power sweeps behind him in a big way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39.
From the 39, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
4 down. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. We own them. We own them. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, here we go. Hey, check. Mike 0, 0, 50.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Check 45 to mine. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Easy work.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Let's go now. Get the flag. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. On 2nd down, Dickerson. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. To throw on 3rd down, Vick steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
43 in the mic.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On 4th down, Vick, this is caught. It's Cooks. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 13 yards out. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
55.
Check. One left. 55.
Zebra. Delta. Ship. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Out. Alert 3.
Gun.
Wilson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Push him back.
Gun. 36 power.
Twist. He's checking. Crash.
Hey.
Now Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Ready, 56. Leo, 56. Heads here. Check the backer, check the backer.
On first down, Dickerson. That's Ronnie. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick taken near the 18.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And you'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Vic on 32. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now a give right side. Dickerson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Demario Davis there on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running from the gun, Johnson.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On 3rd down, Vic out of the gun. And the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? To throw, Vic. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Results in a first down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, watch this.
They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away.
The Jets take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack it here. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
14.
Now Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Now Wilson. And that is intercepted. Or was it?
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. I'm on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many mil. Cause bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it